Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. How are you? I hope you will all be okay. Today is the lecture number 12 of English Composition and Comprehension, BBA semester 2. BBA semester 2. Today the topic we discuss is the paraphrasing. What is a paraphrase? Types of the paraphrasing, and also how you apply paraphrasing. So paraphrasing means formulating someone else's ideas in your own words without changing the meaning of the original text. This is the form of the explanation in which you must give the quantity of the words in excess but in your own words, but keep remember without affecting the central idea, the author's viewpoint in the paragraph. So definitely there are some important steps of the paraphrasing. The first step is that you must read the text carefully. When you read the text carefully and also underline the important and meaningable words which require to explain. So as a whole, when you read a complete paragraph, complete text, then you will be able to have a rough sketch, reconstruct a rough sketch in your mind. Then unimportant text you must remove from your mind, and also you must keep remember all the important points. You can also underlines the important ideas, and also those steps, those words which are required to explain. So you can also explain the idea in a loud way. So you can also write the explanation comprehensively, which is also the gist of the paraphrasing. So once again you must write the original paragraph's explanation in a accurate form without affecting its basic theme. So there is a lot of the techniques, much techniques of the paraphrasing. Now the first technique is that the using synonyms. In this topic we may replace the synonyms of the word which fills the space of alternative words. So be careful while using the synonyms, because every word has several meanings depending on context, and you must write accurate word in right context, because definitely a singular word has a lot of the synonyms, but also now the use of the situation, perspective and the context may be different. But keep remember that your uses of the synonym word must be appropriate and accurate with the requirement of the context of this word. So keep remember that if there would be any kind of the fluctuation in context, that may diffuse and detract the central idea which is required to explain. So you must be very careful while using the synonym. You must always use a very accurate synonym which required at the spot and fulfill the space which is required at the spot. So the second technique is that the changing the form of the words in the first. So in this technique you can also change the verb into another form. In the first phrase या paraphrase, a verb has been replaced with a noun for the same word family. In the second, an adjective has been replaced by a noun, because definitely a little bit alteration, a little bit changing in the structure of the paragraph, which may be already used in a form of the verb. So you can also replace this word in a form of the adjective and also in a form of the noun. So it means that now the verb and adjective can also be replaced by a noun. So this technique is also another one to paraphrase any sentence. So the number 3 is that changing the grammatic structure. So grammatic structure it gives us a complete sense of a sentence and convey a complete sense about the topic. So as a whole, here one grammatical structure for making a comparison has been replaced with another. So definitely in the first sentence, all the sense which is conveyed directly, so you can also make a little bit of the fluctuation, and also by changing in the structure of the sentence, you can also changing in the grammatical structure, you can also give the same sense of the sentence and gain a context of the sentence to give a complete or comprehensive explanation. So as a whole, these are the basic techniques. Now the another technique is that using several techniques at the spot simultaneously. So in this technique, the order of the sentence presentation has been changed without changing its original meaning. So this is the way in which you can also learn something. So in which a successful paraphrasing requires the use of the multiple techniques each time. It is not sufficient to simply replace the keywords with synonyms, and in fact this is a common mistake among the students learning phrasing. So changing the structure of the sentence is also important to fit the sentence into your paragraph effectively. So now common thing which is also considerable, a common point which is also considerable for this purpose, is the another form in which the explanation. The explanation is can be used as a synonym word for the paraphrasing, because this is the word which also gives a comprehensive detail about the relevant sentence and also a relevant paragraph. So if the paraphrasing using your own words to express someone else's ideas, so if the wording of the paraphrasing is close to the wording of the original, so then the main idea should not affect, but the wording has to be your own. A summary is much shorter than the original source. A paraphrase is very similar to the summary, because you are also rewriting the sources in your own words. So the key difference is that paraphrase include both key points and also sub points. So now which is generally strategy which is used for the paraphrasing is generally known as the 4R method, just as the 3SQR method is generally used in a reading techniques, but in a paraphrasing technique 4R's method is generally used. Now the first R is the reward. It means that reward, so can you replace any word in place of the original word, because definitely a reword is used in place of the original word, but keep remember that it should be accurate and well fit according to the requirement of the word. So now always change this word in a form of the reword of the original word. So you must keep in mind the real context and the perspective of this word, because any word which is replaced in the word should be accurate and should be used, should be written in the real perspective, real context of the word. The second one is the rearrange. So in this, let's say you can also move some word, and also you can also make a little bit of the changing in the order of the sentence, because the concept of the clear can also make more clarity, make more clear to give a comprehensive detail about the paragraph, which is understandable easily, because definitely some kind of the sentence, especially a complex sentence, या compound sentence required rearrange to understand it very simply, because a complex sentence has a lot of the subordinate classes and also clauses, because it requires a new form of the writing which is considered as the rearranging. And now the third one is the realize. So in this way you can also differentiate between what is a phrase around. You can also write someone in a way. So can you move some words is so in a way. So sometime you can also some information can be changed. Now the basic structure of the information should be same, but also the presentation word should be changed, but keep remember that without affecting its central idea or the central point. So as a whole, now the 4 are recheck. So this is the last strategy of the paraphrasing. Check, did you include the important information? Does it make sense? So in the end you can also check what is the requirement of this paragraph. Even this paragraph gives us a complete sentence, but a paraphrasing should be in your own words, without fluctuation, without changing the basic structure. So as a whole, in other words, paraphrasing is a form of the explanation, but keep remember that it can also be a well-knit summary in a expanded form of a paragraph is called a paraphrasing. So for the paraphrasing, is an art in which you must know how to extend or stretch or expand a paragraph in a long form. So as a whole, paraphrasing also gives us a sense to understand any text comprehensively and easily. Thank you so much.